All right. Yep, go ahead and start with an opening statement, please. Okay, we'll go ahead and do questions for the student athletes, please.
Both you guys, how difficult is it in that first half? It just seemed like all sorts of guys were making threes. Robinson is not really a big time player for them. Generally, he's coming out making threes. What was that like? Just kind of trying to deal with that barrage.
I mean, it's really tough. They got a lot of really good players. We obviously didn't expect them to come out, imitate and hit shots from the perimeter like they did. And really just a credit to how good of a team they put together this year. I mean, a lot of talented guys, and this game's a make or miss game. And they made shots early, and it gave them a lot of confidence rolling into the second half, and they continued to do that. And pretty much that was the game.
Obviously, I'm sure you guys still take some satisfaction. You're co-champions. You get all the way to the final again. I'm just kind of talk about, summarizing the season. Obviously, you still have more basketball to play.
Yeah, obviously hurts right now. Like you said, we got good tournaments still playing coming up. It's not what we wanted. It's not what we came here for. We came here to win, and so we have to get over the disappointment of not coming here, not winning, and then regroup and get ready for 2019.
Was there any element of tired legs that may have contributed to shots not falling tonight?
Honestly, no, because I mean, when you get on a stage like this, the championship game, all that stuff really goes out the window. I mean, your adrenaline's going, you know what's at stake, you know what's on the line, so all that stuff it's really irrelevant when it comes down to that final championship game. It's really about who's making shots and who's not.
You know, they played just as many games as we did, so.
Mark, over 4 years, you played a lot of tournament games here in Detroit.
Mhm.
Just kind of summarize what it's been like coming here to play in probably more tournament games here than anybody in the conference.
Yeah, I mean, it's always been fun to come here in Detroit. Games are always competitive. You can expect that. The Horizon League does a really good job of putting on a good tournament. And really, it's just been a pleasure to play with these guys, and I'm definitely going to miss it, though.
Any other questions for the student athletes? Okay, you guys are free to go. Thank you. We'll go ahead and continue with questions for Coach.
Coach, certainly it's a make or miss game, but when the other team is on shooting one of their best nights of the season and you guys are, missing shots the way you guys did, how much does that make the hole even deeper to try to crawl out of?
Well, yeah, I mean, when you can't get stops, it makes the hole really hard to crawl out of. And I thought we did a great job of getting it back to 10 at half, even as poorly as we played defensively. And you're just not going to win games if the other team's shooting 59%. We've been, we were statistically the best defensive team in the league through the year. And, again, I think you have to give them some credit. It's not like every shot they took was an easy shot. They made some tough ones. And, they play great. And if you can't get stops, it doesn't matter what you do offensively. And we weren't good offensively. And even if we were, it would have been a struggle for us.
Obviously, Loudon is generally a pretty high percentage shooter. Was it a matter of him just kind of missing some ones he usually makes, or something they were doing defensively?
He's had some games like that. And I think back to the UIC game where he had a game like that. And he wasn't. He just struggled defensively, and so we just had to make a decision at some point. I mean, if he's not putting the ball in the basket, we've got to do a better job of guarding them. Because he struggles to guard them because they spread the floor and they're big, shoot it, and it's a little bit more difficult for him to get out there. And so at some point, we just had to make that decision that we needed to play guys that could cover on the perimeter.
Is it a testament to your team? You had a pretty big injury to a player that you expected a lot of at the beginning of this year.
It's everybody that said there says, we faced the adversity and but what our guys did, really proud of them. I mean, that it just goes without saying. At one point we're 8-10, and 2-3 in the league, and we won the league, and so you know, I love the effort our guys gave us. I told them today, you know, honestly, just how much I admire them for how hard they have played this year. It's been an incredible thing for me to watch, and like to the point where, as a coach, it almost brings me to tears because they've just given us everything we've asked of them, and you know, sometimes it's not enough, but and it's okay for it to hurt. That's okay. It should hurt. If it doesn't hurt, there's something wrong.
What does it feel like as a coach? Is it sort of a helpless feeling when they come out and they're 6 of 8 from 3?
Not necessarily. You know, they at our place they started the game like that, and we were down 16, and we won the game. And so, you know, I don't think there's any time to panic. But yeah, at some point you have to start doing a better job defensively. You know, with good offensive players, if they get going, then it's hard to get them stopped. And you know, they had, quite frankly, statistically average offense players that played great tonight. And so that makes it that much more difficult to guard their really good offensive players. And, you know, it definitely got us out of sorts. I mean, and that's why I said I think you have to give them a lot of credit. Every one of their players played great.
Any other questions? Thank you very much.
Yep.